Hello everyone, welcome back to LMC Varsity Sports. Happy New Year. I'm Rob Moretti here with Nick Gutierrez at the Rhinebeck Gym as the Panthers get set to host the Pawling Tigers. Nick, this Rhinebeck Panther team, they come in at 2-5. They've shown flashes, but they haven't really put it all together yet.
Yeah, I mean, 2-5, I mean, it's a tough start, but like you said, they're showing flashes, and they can put pieces together, but, you know, I think they really need to lead through the seniors and the juniors on this team because they're older and they know how to get things done, so hopefully they can step forward and bring the team along with them.
Pawling now comes in at 5-4, but actually 2-4 against Section 1 opponents, so for Rhinebeck and Pawling, a chance today to really try to pick up some momentum against what could be a similar opponent.
Yeah, as you just said, it's going to be a close game, and going into like the playoffs, it's going to be a valuable game to try to vie for positioning in the playoffs. So everyone's going to go out there and play their hearts out. So this is going to be a very good game, very competitive, and probably close scoring as well.
See how it plays out. Opening tip-off coming up next here on LMC TV. Welcome back for the tip-off. It is Scott DeVore for Rhinebeck against Cole Meissner from Pawling, and Rhinebeck wins the tip, and we're underway. Ryan Ramos running the point. DeVore now Corey Greenland, who had it before briefly. This is Ronnie Heaton. Heaton pulls up, puts it up from the stripe, no good. Rebound picked up by Meissner.
Actually, then we got Pawling starting out in a man-to-man defense. See how it suits him.
Grande in the corner, Slattery. This is Brian Beeler, who works it into Cole Meissner. He puts it up off the rim. Rhinebeck with DeVore on the rebound. Ramos pushes it quickly. Dishes out to Greenland, thought about the three. Greenland inside, no shot, and they get him for the steps.
Good effort there, though, by Greenland. Trying to see what it was, like a Euro step there, but like you said, just got him on the steps there.
So a minute gone by, no score. I'm sure that will change soon.
We hope.
Slattery. Corner, that's Grande. Off a foot.
Good D there.
Picked up by DeVore. And the Panthers will slow it down and get set. This is Heaton. Heaton again from the stripe. And again, no good. DeVore on the rebound, couldn't put it in. And finally, the defensive rebound by Meissner. Quick stop by Castellano. The three is long. And Rhinebeck trying to push the pace. Ball gets loose. Beeler picks it up. Beeler dishes out to Grande. Grande looking across, stolen by Greenland. Heaton to the rack. Just a bit too strong. Greenland with the rebound. And finally, 2 minutes in, we get some points. It's 2-0.
We get a quick timeout, too, by Pawling.
Coach Jason Coleman wants to talk things over. It's 2-0 after 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Deuce is wild. We'll be right back on LMC TV. Back out of that timeout. Pawling with the ball, trailing 2-0. Beeler dishes it to Meissner. He puts it back out to Beeler. Around the horn it goes. Meissner, quick give and go, and Slattery's attempt no good. Ramos across to Greenland. Greenland puts up a three. It is off the mark. Rebound by Slattery. Beeler trying to go coast to coast is fouled. Won't get the shot to go. We'll see our first free throws of the game.
That was a good jump stop by Beeler there. Made DeVore freeze there so he can go up with it.
Beeler makes the first. Two for two from the line. So we're tied up to a piece. Tigers showing a press. Brynick breaks it. Heaton, good for two.
Beautiful ball movement there. Beautiful ball movement to break the press.
Castellano back up top for Beeler. Inside, that's Meissner in traffic, gets it back out to Castellano. Tigers reset, 15 on the shot clock. Put up off the back iron and no good by Beeler. In and out. Heaton dishes it to Cole Hodis, who is fouled.
Brynick's having good movement on the offensive end, but they're just going a little too fast. The last two offensive possessions, they've had maybe 10 seconds into the shot clock and then getting a shot up. So let's see if they can slow it down and probably get better looks.
Hodis will shoot two here. Gets the first one to fall, a bit unconventionally. Second time, no good. A long three put up by Ramos hits the back iron. Offensive rebound by DeVore.
Good decision there. Slow it down by Ramos.
Ramos drives, puts it up, and he's got his first two of the game.
Good attack there by Ramos. Almost Russell Westbrook-like with the Euro step.
Beeler dribbles it in, puts it up, no good. Rebound is loose, and it'll stay with Pawling, as Hodis was trying to pick up the loose ball, and it just clanged off him and out of bounds. There's a fresh shot clock. Inbound pass picked up by Castellano. This is Slattery. Cross to Grande, now Beeler. Three put up by Slattery, rims out. Offensive rebound by Beeler and a fresh shot clock for the Tigers. Meissner couldn't get it to go. Here come the Panthers. Quick passing, open look from three for Heaton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Got to make those. You had beautiful ball movement and defense confused there. There should have been easy 3 points there.
Looks like they got Castellano there for steps. Just under 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Relatively low scoring, 7-2.
Frantic pace right now. I'd like to see if both teams can slow it down, play some better fundamental basketball.
Right, it seems that pace isn't really serving them well. It hasn't led to an uptick in offense. Evan Falco just checked into the game. He drives in, and he lays it in nicely for two. Grande puts it up, no good. Meissner on the rebound, can't get the friendly roll.
You've got to finish those.
Justin Cantu, who also just checked in with Falco. Hodis inside, gets it to Greenland, he finishes. Meissner sends it back out. Beeler will reset the offense. In the corner, three is put up and off the side of the backboard. Ball loose, Tigers get it back. Another three put up by Beeler. This one is good. Hodis fouled on the way to the rack. makes the first after a 1-for-2 trip earlier in the quarter. Checking something after. I think it's related to number 2 just checked in for Pawling. I don't have number 2 on the roster provided to us by the school.
Neither do
so
I.
That could be the question that they're checking with the table and with the Pawling bench. If his number isn't reported correctly, it's a technical, I believe. Isn't that right?
I think so. And they'll be shots on the ball. But it does look a little underage there. It's a little on the small side and scrawny side.
So the refs are trying to figure this out. And that might, I think that's what's happening. That's a technical for a misreported number. So Hodis made his first conventional free throw, and then they made the substitution. That'll lead to these 2 technical free throws, and that one is good. Not sure why he shot 1.
Okay.
Wait a minute now.
Now we get the free throw for...
Must be a technical on Ryan there for some reason then. Because Beeler's shooting. There's some sort of confusion here. We'll see if we can get this figured out at halftime.
Exactly.
Beeler makes 1 technical free throw. So that Hodis free throw was a conventional one. They just cleared the line for him, and Pawling gets the ball. So that one must have been a technical foul on the Ryan bench. I didn't see the signal. I'm not sure what that was. We'll see if we can figure it out. Regardless, play resumes. It's Pawling possession. Trailing Ryan by 7 with a minute and a half left in the first quarter here.
Good pass.
Inside, a beautiful pass and a good finish by Meissner. Still don't know who number 2 is on Pawling either.
Joe Schmo for all we know.
You know who you are. Ramos works in and finishes.
Beautiful there by Ramos, just dancing through the
Tigers
fence.
pushing the pace, hesitation move. Castellano got fouled. And almost very nicely got an and 1. Instead, he'll be shooting 2. First one hits the back iron. Over 2 is Castellano, but gets his own rebound. That's nearly as good. 3 put up and no good. Greenland with the rebound for the Panthers. Cantu puts it up, no good. Rebound by Falco. And he's had a quick impact after checking in just a minute ago.
Seems like a lot of Ryan points though are kind of garbage points, like offensive rebounds and then putting them back up. I'd like to see them actually get into their offense and take their time with what they're trying to run.
That one tipped out by Falco. The sophomore forward who already had a star season as the starting quarterback for Ryan.
Double threat, Rob.
He's been a very solid 6-man on the court. That pass got away. Hodis picked it up. Greenland now brings it up. Greenland working in. They might get him for the charge, and they do. John Antonio for the Tigers, absorbing the blow there.
It's good defense there by John Antonio. Being down 9, putting your body on the line, that's what we like to see.
20 seconds left in the quarter, shot clock is off, and it's a Tiger ball, so they can hold to the last shot if they can break this Panther press, which will make things difficult. That one nearly got away. They crossed the timeline. Now with 11 seconds. Running low on time now. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Beeler puts up a 3. It's short. And Falco decides not to put it up despite having a good arm that we've seen on the football field. And so the score will remain 17-8 at the end of 1, with Ryan Eck leading Pawling. We'll be right back on LMC TV.
And we're back from the end of the quarter, and we're here in the second. And we have a Tiger ball with Beeler attacking, putting it up, getting the foul, and going to take 2 shots.
Hodis there trying to get set and draw a charge, but he was nowhere near set. So easy call for the official there.
Beeler with the first shot. And makes it with ease. Second shot comes, and it goes in as well. 17-10 here.
Beeler's got 8 of his team's 10 points. Bunch of free throws and a 3-pointer.
Ramos is right down the court for the Panthers, and it's in by Falco for 2. Beeler bringing it up for the Tigers. Playing to Grande. Grande to Castellano. Back to Grande. And it's a Tiger ball. Good defense there by Greenland. Got Meisner checking back in, and Slattery both coming back in. Good D there by Ramos.
Wonderful hustle there by Ramos, just trying to disrupt the pass, ends up getting possession out of it.
Yeah. Panther ball. Shot is up. Missed. Play it back out. Missed again. Play it back out one more time. Cantu. Missed again. Greenland with the rebound.
The shot broke out there.
Yeah. Can't even put the ball in the ocean there. Ramos has the ball. Passes to Cantu. Cantu plays it back to Ramos. 3. Just can't get it to fall. Greenland with the offensive rebound and in. Beeler with the ball now. The Tigers puts it to 3. Can't get it to fall. But gets the loose ball. Plays it to Grande. Beeler plays it into the corner to Castellano. Back to Beeler. Good ball movement here by the Tigers. Play it down low to Slattery. Back up to Beeler. Swings it to Grande. Down to Slattery. Tiger ball.
Still 15 seconds on the shot clock, so not too limited here on this inbound as Pawling. I don't think they got to start shooting from outside. They're down 11. They want to get this deficit a little bit smaller before halftime.
That's right. Oh, good. Almost picked off there by the Panthers, but Tigers get it back. 2 seconds left in the shot clock. They heave. And Panthers rebound. And here goes Ramos on the court. Plays it down low, but it hits the back of the backboard. The turnover.
Just too bad. It was actually a great effort there by Falco. Just the pesky backboard got in the way.
Yeah, it would have been an athletic play there to try to put it back out, but it'll be Tiger ball with Beeler bringing it up. Castellano now has it. Plays it down to Slattery. Good pump fake. Plays it into Giantonio. Plays it out to Beeler. has the 3. Can't seem to buy a shot, but gets the rebound, plays it up again. Still can't get it to fall, but gets the rebound again. And Greenland now comes up with it for the Panthers, and they're going the other way.
Ryan-Eck has been dominant in the paint. Rebounds have strongly been in their favor. It's the reason they're so high up in this game right now.
2 points, Felix there. The Panthers are up, 23-10. There's Grande to Gianantonio. There's the Castellano. Back out to Grande. Good stifling defense there by Greenland. Still Tiger ball. And Meisner coming back in for Gianantonio. Tigers are down 13 here in the second quarter, 4:56 to go. They play it back in. Meisner. Quick kick ball there by Ramos, and it'll still be Tiger ball. Get it into Meisner. Sorry, Beal. And it's a turnover. Panthers got it with Heaton. Heaton plays it out to Greenland. Greenland on the wing, back out to Heaton. Heaton to Ramos. Ramos swings it back to Heaton. Heaton plays it back to Ramos, who cuts, puts it up, misses. And it drops by Falco, so 2 points for the Panthers.
Falco having a big impact since coming in off the bench. 8 points, leads all Panthers at this point.
Got Beeler here, the Tigers, trying to get something going. That stifling defense here by the Panthers. Draws 2, plays it back out to Castellano, and the Bottoms gets it for 3. Panthers coming the other way with Heaton. And he slows it down. Plays it out to Felix. He's at the top of the arc here. Swings it to Ramos. Heaton cuts. Felix cuts as well. Ramos goes for the shot. Foul on Greenland. And it will be Tiger ball.
Pawling's done a good job kind of keeping the deficit here. It's at 12 right now. It's been around 10, 11, 12 for a while, but they're going to have to start figuring out how to out-rebound Ryan-Eck because they're not getting a whole lot of second opportunities. So when they miss from outside, it's almost like an empty possession instantaneously.
That's true, Rob. And also, they're not really getting clean looks on the offensive end. We want to see if they can clean that up and get better shots. And as I say, clean it up, there's a turnover. Greenland now coming down with it. Sloppy there. Turns the ball over. The Tigers are fortunate to get it back, and it's in the hands of Castellano now.
Half the gym wanted to walk there.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Grande now. Grande plays it to Retta. Back to Grande. Grande's working on Barbary, and then Felix. Tigers throw the ball. Goes up for Meisner. He gets fouled on the way up. He heads to the line for 2.
I like the ball movement there from Pawling, though. They're trying to move the ball around, try to find a shot. Didn't quite happen there. They get the foul, which is almost good enough. But
yeah, but like you said, it's good movement because they're trying to probe the defense.
it's a progress with their possessions.
Yes, exactly. Meisner's first shot. Makes it. (25-14). Panthers lead here in the second quarter with 2:50 to go. Meisner with the second, misses, and the Panthers have the ball coming down with Heaton. Heaton attacking the empty space in the paint. Air ball, but Panthers get it, and it's back out with Felix. Now Ramos.
The shot clock just reset because I don't think he hit the rim.
I thought it was an air ball as well, so if they reset, that is an error. But, well, fortunate for the Panthers. And Felix called the travel there. It's a turnover. Tiger basketball. Beeler carrying it up, trying to start this offense. The Tigers plays it to Ramos. Beeler with 3, sinks it. Turnover. Castellano now has it for the Tigers. Good spin move, goes up, and gets it to fall.
All of a sudden we got a 6-point game. Tigers turning it on late in the first half.
Heaton now with it. Draws 2, plays it out. Ramos now for 3. Hits the rim. We got Grande carrying it up for the Tigers. Miscommunication there with Grande and Castellano. Turnover.
Definitely like the way Pauling's been playing the last couple of minutes. It's really starting to show quickly on the scoreboard as well. They were down 12 points.
11, 12, yeah.
They've cut that in half.
And they're playing with confidence now. Like, if I'm the Tigers, you have to keep playing with that confidence and make sure that you keep on playing slow basketball and getting into your stuff, not too quickly, but also not too deliberately. Panthers now with it on the offensive end. Cantu. Cantu still has it. But is it to Hoydes? Hoydes to Ramos. Ramos drops it off. And the Panthers score through Falco, and a timeout here. It is 27-19 in the second quarter with 1:05 to go. We'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back from timeout with 1:05 to go. Rhinebeck is leading Pawling 27-19 here in the second quarter. Number 2 with the ball for the Tigers. So we still have no idea who he is.
But we think he goes to Pawling High School.
Well, we hope. We hope it's not a bench warmer situation.
We'll find that out at halftime.
Panthers with the ball. With Cantu. Plays it out to Hoydes. Good spin there by DeVore, but just can't get it to fall. And Castellano now has it and is fouled.
We'll see how Pawling plays it here. If they want to hold it for the last shot. Shot clock is turned off with just under 30 seconds left in the half. Well, how about that? They're in the bonus. Who knew? So it'll be a 1-1 for Castellano, and then my point might not matter.
We'll see here. First shot coming. It's up. And misses. Rebound by Falco. Falco plays it over to Cantu on the other wing. Cantu drives, puts it up, hits the rim, gets his own rebound though, and just can't get it to fall again. Falco also misses. And Pawling with the ball, but they give it away to DeVore. Goes up with it. Misses, gets his own rebound, misses again. They can't seem to buy a shot here in the last 20 seconds. Air ball by Falco, and that's how we end the quarter. Rhinebeck leading 27-19. Close half, I would say. I mean, Pawling cut the deficit.
Certainly, and you look at the numbers, Pawling actually outscored Rhinebeck in that second quarter 11-10. So certainly after a slow start, it seems like Pawling has pulled to much closer to even with Rhinebeck. This should be a fun second half to watch.
I agree, Rob. And we'll be right back after halftime here on LMC Varsity Sports. And we're back after halftime here with Rhinebeck leading the Tigers of Pawling, 27-19.
It's the third or fourth time that Ramos has tried that long-range 3. If you're not going to hit it, go to something else.
Yeah, it's just not coming off for him here.
It's a low percentage shot for most players.
And for you guys at home, we did fix the discrepancy. Number 2 on the Tigers is Alex Retta. So, sorry for that confusion. And number 23 is Will McCarthy. Panthers score through DeVore. Nice easy layup. Beeler playing it out to Castellano. Playing it to Meisner. Meisner all the way out. Slattery. They switch it again. Castellano, but just can't grab it. With the Panthers ball.
And it's going to be interesting to see both of these teams kind of fighting to find consistency. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of them can really lock it down and take control of this game.
We'll see here. We have Ramos. Penetrates, puts it up, and gets it to go for 2. Beeler playing into Meisner, top of the key. Back to Grande, they switch to Castellano. Back to Grande, trying to penetrate, nothing there. Slattery takes the long 2, clanks off the rim, and in the hands of the Panthers. Cantu with it for the Panthers. Playing it out to Ramos. Ramos penetrating again, dumps it off to Hoytes, but he just can't get it to go. Beeler coming the other way, million miles an hour, tries to get it to fall, but it just doesn't. But Tiger ball anyway.
Talk about a stingy rim, my goodness.
Slattery, front rim and out. Here goes Ramos the other way, like a Ferrari, goes up with it. And there's a foul on the Panthers, Tiger ball. Ramos has been playing extremely fast throughout this whole game, and right there was evidence that maybe he should slow it down, as he wasn't able to get the easy 2 points. Slattery with it for the Tigers down low. But turns it over to Ramos, goes up with it, misses again. But it's still Panthers ball. DeVore goes up with it and gets to the fall, 2 points. Tigers ball, let's see if they can get something going on offense.
That one was tipped.
Meisner's shot tipped.
Like that Cody Parkey field goal last night.
Oh, I thought that was a clean block by Slattery. Sorry, by Beeler. They call him on the foul. 2 shots for Cantu coming up. Cantu misses the first. And Alex Retta checking in for Slattery. Comes Cantu's second shot. And he gets the fall. And just like that, it is 34-19 Rhineck. And when we started this quarter, it was 27-19, almost 10 points in the span of 3 minutes.
Neither team has been terribly consistent in this half, but Rhineck already had the cushion and they've been good enough to build on that lead.
Great pass there by Ramos. Hoytes just can't get it to fall, and it's a jump ball. And there's a timeout here on the floor. And we'll be right back after this on LMC Varsity Sports. And we're back after that timeout. And the ball's with the Tigers in the hands of Alex Retta. It's being heavily guarded and now being trapped by the Panthers, but gets out of it. Plays the Beeler. Beeler out to Castellano. Castellano to Retta. Retta with the 3. Can't get it to fall. And the Panthers coming with it the other way. Cantu has it, facilitating the offense for the Panthers right now. Plays it to Ramos. Ramos, the jumper, gets it to fall. Tigers with it now. Beeler. attacking the defense. Beautiful spin move, goes up, gets fouled.
Opportunity for Pawling here to break this third quarter shutout so far. As I said before, neither team has played exceptionally well in this half, but it's been a real struggle for Pawling on the offensive side of the ball.
Comes Beeler's first shot. Gets it to fall. Beeler with 12 points. The Tigers 20. Here comes his second. Just misses, but it'll stay down here with the Tigers. Get it to Retta. Retta with the jumper. Gets the three to go.
See that jump starts Pawling. They're going to have to start showing us what they showed us at the end of that first half to come back here.
Goes Ramos. Dumps it off to Falco. Falco can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Can't get it again. Rebound by the Tigers. And here goes Reeland. Reeland to Castellano. Castellano to Retta. Retta brings it back out to Beeler. Takes the three. Gets it to fall.
Back to a 10-point game.
Ramos has it penetrating, plays back out to Cantu. Cantu now penetrating, puts it up, and just gets the roll. Beeler with it. Beeler plays to Grande. Grande penetrates. Passes it out to Retta. Retta again with the three.
Oh my goodness!
Foul on the floor before the shot.
Was it a foul? It was a foul. I thought he had signaled for a travel, but it is a foul.
It is now back to a 9-point game. Greenland puts it up off balance. Falco gets the rebound, plays it out to Ramos. Panthers keep possession.
Ryan here should definitely slow the game down. Pawling, recently at least, has been playing quickly and it's been working for them, so try to change the pace of the game here.
Ramos with the rebound, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Meisner comes up with it. But Ramos gets it back for the Panthers. Ramos puts up the floater and gets fouled. Ramos misses his first. 1:58 to go in this quarter. Panthers still leading by 9. Ramos puts up the second and misses both.
I was talking about consistency earlier. Neither team's found it, but it looks like Pawling's kind of getting their game back a bit. Ryanek maybe playing a bit on their heels. Momentum swinging back towards Pawling. The issue that might be over and back, and it is. Issue for Pawling is they got themselves into that hole. Now they have to play well enough to get themselves out of it.
That's right, Rob.
And for long enough.
Yeah, because they get themselves back between single digits, but they can't seem to bite into the lead and tie the game up. They always seem to just get close, but then Ryanek comes up and pulls away. Panthers with the ball here with Falco. Plays it to Ramos. Ramos with the three. Does not get it to fall again. I think he's 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Here goes Beeler quickly. Gets a nice little floater in.
the offensive foul there. I don't know if Meissner was set. It was close. I guess good enough.
Good enough for the refs, yeah.
Hey, good job, Dave.
And we got McCarthy checking in for Grande for the Tigers. And it's a 7-point game.
They had it within 6 at one point. This is where they have to build. Score on this possession and really go into the fourth quarter with a small deficit is what they want.
Right, plays the Beeler. Beeler attacks. Puts it up. Thought he was fouled. The ref says no. Ramos goes the other way. And cannot get the easy layup to fall for the third straight time. Meissner gets it, top of the key, puts up a jumper, way off. Panthers ball with Ramos. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Panthers up by 7. Greenland now with it. Dancing on McCarthy. Greenland attacks. And we'll go to the line for 2. Gets the first to go. And in and out with the second. So 1 for 2 at that trip at the line. Here goes the Tigers. Beeler. Beeler goes up and easy layup there. Here go the Panthers the other way with Heaton. Heaton plays it to Greenland. Greenland puts up the 3. Hits the rim. Here goes Castellano with 2 seconds left. Goes up. Foul! With 0.5 to go in the quarter by Ramos.
Gets hacked on his way up with a half second left. This is some big free throws here for Pawling. It's a 6-point game at this point. They can get it down to 4, which would be the closest it's been since the start of the game. It's a big chance here for Pawling to gather some momentum going into this fourth quarter.
Here comes the first. Miss by Castellano. See if he can at least convert 1 out of the 2 here. Second shot coming up. Gets the second to fall, so the deficit is now 5 for the Tigers. And that's how we end the third quarter with the score 39-34. Rhinebeck Panthers up. Going into the fourth quarter, we'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here for the fourth quarter.
Thanks, Nick. Rhinebeck with possession. Ramos pulls up, it rims out. 5-point game. Pawling played quite well towards the end of that third quarter, so interesting to see what they do here to start off the fourth.
They did, Rob, and they outscored the Panthers on the last 2 quarters. Let's see if they can do it again here, try to win this game.
And they built it up to 11-10 in the second quarter, 15-12 in the third. And now Meissner will head to the line for 2 to try to make it even closer. No good on the first. Does hit the second, so it's a 4-point game with 7.5 minutes left to go. Rhinebeck breaks the mini press. This is Ramos up top. Ramos drives in, may have walked, and he did. Just a little shuffle of the feet there on the way in.
Ramos has been this mini funk ever since maybe the second quarter. Everything he does is just not coming off for him.
So Paul, the chance here to make it a 1-possession game. This is Beeler, who has More than half his team's points. Castellano. Now Grande out to Retta. Beeler shoots the three, nearly hits, and almost a jump ball. Ball is loose, picked up by Meissner, and he'll convert for two. Reinach quickly across, Falco puts it up. Offensive foul, Pawling ball.
That was excellent defense there by the Tigers. And the Panthers are a little rattled here now with the score being a two-point game.
This one getting real interesting here late. Almost a snoozer midway through, a 12-point lead for Reinach. Beeler pulls up, no good. Offensive rebound. This is Grande. Beeler now, plenty of time on the shot clock. Retta guarded by Heaton. Retta is fouled on his way by. And that puts Pawling into the bonus. So Retta will have a 1-and-1.
I like the fight by this Pawling team that's happening right now. And Reinach really has to wake up because this Reinach offense is, and defense for that matter, is getting this crowd into it. And the funny thing is, it's a home game for the Panthers, but it's the Tigers fans that are making the most noise here.
This is the first half of the 1-and-1. Eaton with the rebound, lost the handle for a moment. Ramos looking inside for Hodis, and he's fouled.
See if we can convert these two and bring it back up to a 4-point lead.
First one no good. Just over 6 minutes left, and then nothing decided here in this one. Otis does hit the second half. Beeler brings it up. Beeler drives in, puts it up. It's a 1-point game.
Beautiful drive by Beeler. Just lulled Ramos to sleep and then accelerated with a change of pace.
Falco can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Greenland tries. Contact on the way up. He finishes. Grande, Retta, Meissner, back to Retta, thought about the three, spins around, back out, 15 to shoot. Grande to Retta, down to 10 on the shot clock. Meissner, try to go inside to Retta, but it's picked up by Heaton. Pushed by Ramos, spin move, offensive foul.
Ramos needs to slow it down. That's twice now offensive foul on him. He's playing with reckless abandon, almost like Russell Westbrook like a little bit. Just to slow it down and use his teammates.
I don't know if Coach Vecchione loved that call. Had some words for the official. Pawling with the ball, trailing by 3. Castellano back out to Retta. Beeler. Back out Meissner. Back out again. In the hands of Beeler, less than 10 on the shot clock.
Good
Swung
pass.
out to Castellano. His 3 to tie the game is long. Ramos. Greenland as the Panthers slow it down a bit. Tripped
That's
up.
kickball.
And a timeout awarded to Reinach. doesn't like that, and they might have a point. If that ball's on the ground, you can't award that timeout.
They can, and that was also a kickball also as well, because he just rolled on it with his foot.
That doesn't constitute possession, but they awarded it. They're not going to change it. So 4:09 left, timeout Rhinebeck. They lead Pawling 42-39, and they'll have the ball when we get back. It'll be Falco to inbound. Gets it to Ramos. Ramos spins, puts it up, gets the roll to make it a 5-point game.
Still plenty of time here for the Tigers. 5-point game. 3:54 to go.
Retta. Meissner thought about it. Lost a handle on it. They get it back. What an effort by Alex Retta as he was falling down the bench to grab the ball while he was still in bounds and throw it off Rhinebeck to save the possession.
That was great hustle there by the Tigers.
Inbound comes into the backcourt, which you could do, but there's a scramble for the ball and a foul called. And it will be on Rhinebeck, so Retta will shoot 1 and 1. Actually, no, that's a 10th on Rhinebeck. Double bonus, two shots for Retta.
You want 2 here, but 1's okay, so let's see if we can hit.
Retta makes the first. He's been good from 3-point range twice. That one just spins out. A foul on the rebound, and it's on Grande, so Rhinebeck will keep possession. One more foul will put Rhinebeck in the bonus. And Ramos just throws it right through the press. Falco puts it up, no good, and a tie-up on the rebound. Possession arrow will give it to Pawling.
Pawling's been able to execute here down the stretch, so let's see if they can keep it going and try to get the lead here. 3:25 to go.
Beeler. And their big scorer so far, 21 of the team's 40. He drives in. Out to Muster, stolen by Greenland. Greenland puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound by Ramos. He puts it back in. Timeout Rhinebeck. They are up by 6 and even 3 minutes left. We're not done yet. Stay tuned, we'll have the rest for you on LMC TV. Rhinebeck comes out in a press. And it nearly does work. Greenland got his mitts on it. Greenland gets his hands on it again, quickly moves it up to Falco. He can't get it to go. Ramos with the offensive rebound, and now he brings it back out. Falco, an open look from 3 long.
You should have hit that right.
Back the other way with Pawling. Beeler absorbs a little contact, couldn't finish. This is Heaton for Rhinebeck. Puts it up, no good, no call either way. Track meet is broken out here. Beeler puts up the 3, it's off. Heaton with the rebound. So now Rhinebeck will slow it down. They've got the 2-possession lead, so it does behoove them to drain some clock. Ramos calmly puts up a 3. That could be a dagger for Pawling, as the Panthers now lead by 9 with 2 minutes left.
It's possible, but
We return, it's a Pawling ball, and they need to get shooting. Down by 9, 2 minutes left. Feels like they haven't scored in a while. Beeler puts it up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound is loose. And Greenland finally settles it down for the Panthers.
I think that's all she wrote for the Tigers here. It's under 2 minutes. And they don't look like fouling either.
There's Ramos, who just calmly made a 3-pointer before the timeout. They got 15 seconds left to shoot. They work it back out to Heaton. Heaton puts it up. Back iron, rim again and no good. It's picked up by Grande, and a foul as Ramos was trying to sneak in and knock it away. And that will send Pawling to the line for 2.
Hey, Nick, take your time.
Down 9 though. Time has definitely run out for the Tigers, but
At the very least, a chance here to add some points without the clock running. Still a 3-possession game, even if they make both. First one no good from Grande. That one hits. See what Ryan does. And they will start fouling. So prepare for the longest minute 10 of your life.
good joke there. Good joke.
Heaton will have a 1-and-1. It's the 7th team foul there. Hasn't gone up on the board yet, strangely. Now it has. Heaton makes the first. And he goes 2 for 2. That brings it back to a 9-point game.
10-point game, Rob.
Excuse me, you're right, 10-point game. Retta. Now a 3 put up by Grande, no good. Rebound settled by Ramos, who is fouled on his way by. Is that an intentional foul, Nick?
I think so. I mean, he literally just swung out at him on his back.
Down 10 with 50 seconds? I'd call the dogs off.
Yeah, pointless.
Reinach makes a couple of subs. Michael Miller checks in, as well as Justin Fusco. Ramos will have a 1-and-1 here. And he makes the first. Leads all Panthers with 16. Make that 17. And they'll pause for the sub.
And Ramos checks out. Think he solidified his case for player of the game?
Think so. Mohamed Abdallah checks in. And that almost backfired. It was quickly picked up by Beeler. Had to bounce off Reinach. 44 seconds left. And Reinach up by 12. Pauling's going to need some of that Tracy McGrady magic.
We need some Kevin Durant, I don't know. Some James Harden, we need something. We need points fast.
Stolen by Greenland. Quickly worked up to Heaton. And they still foul.
Pointless to me though, Rob.
Trailing by 12. Yeah, not sure I agree either. I think you're just
under 40 seconds.
just prolonging the agony.
Making it worse. Was it a 4-point game, but now what are we going to get? Maybe 14 if they score both?
Heaton makes the first. A lane violation. It's against Reinach, so no good. Heaton checks out for Del Da Silva. Three-pointer, no good from Beeler, who was also trying to pick up a foul call. And it looks like they'll finally call him off as the shot clock is turned off. And Abdallah just dribbling with it. This is Fusco as we're under 15 seconds to play. Rhinebeck will win this one. 54-41 will be the final. And after Pawling kind of building through those first 3 quarters, a bit flat in that fourth quarter, they only scored 7 points, Nick.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I mean, they had the second and third quarter outscoring the Panthers, and they kept it close, and they brought it down to 4, but they just couldn't get over the line and try to, I don't know, even the game up or even take the game.
On Rhinebeck's side, we saw a little bit of why they've been struggling this year, a little inconsistency, but today it was enough to beat Pawling.
Yeah, just enough, but I mean, if they come up against a much more difficult opponent, I can definitely see how Rhinebeck could get themselves in trouble with too much fast-paced offense and rush decisions, but you know, they have time to work on that in practice.
So Rhinebeck improving to 3-5 on the year. Pawling dropping it. They are back to 500 at 5-5. We'll have the post-game show for you. Stay tuned. It's coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports. Back on the post-game show with our player of the game, Ryan Ramos, 17 points today. Ryan, you guys got to be happy you're able to pull out a win today. It's been a bit of a struggle early in the season for you guys.
Yeah, we just been struggling with everything, like layups and everything, but we pulled through. Hopefully we can win more games and be more efficient.
You guys got off to a strong lead today before Pawling kind of came back at you in those second and third quarters. What do you think was the key for you guys pulling it out down the stretch during that fourth quarter?
To push the ball and use our height as an advantage because we wasn't using it at all.
You guys have plenty of season left, opportunity to improve on your record. What do you think is one thing this team has to do to try to play a bit more consistently, pick up some more wins?
We gotta do many things, but we gotta box out and talk on defense a lot. Defense, helps on offense.
Back here for the post game on LMC TV Varsity Sports. We're here with Coach Vecchione for the Rhinebeck Panthers. And Coach, close game down the stretch, but then you guys ended up pulling it out. Now, both you guys are pretty close in Section 1 play, and how could you guys see yourselves coming up against a team that's maybe better than that down the stretch and maybe in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think our biggest problem right now as the year goes on is our execution. If you saw earlier in the game, we were doing well, and then we sat back a little bit, and the plays weren't going as we wanted to be run, and the execution goes away, and then it becomes a game. And, they hats off to them. They really played hard. They were gritty, and they didn't give up. And once we sit back and momentum changes, ball starts dropping, and it was a close game. But going forward, I think if we play our game, I think we'll be all right. I think we're going to get better as the year goes on.
And to start the fourth quarter, you guys are only up by 4 points. What did you say to your team going into the fourth?
I think I talked again about mainly about execution and boxing out and rebounding. And taking bad shots. If you saw later in the game, up by 3 or 4, we came down and shot a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that can't happen. And I was really stressing that the last few minutes of the game.
Back on the post-game show, Rob Moretti here with Nick Gutierrez after a 54-41 win for Rhinebeck over Pawling, improving their season record to 3-5. And Nick, we heard Coach talk about it, and we talked about it during the broadcast. Even though Rhinebeck won this game and they can take that win, it's going to help them qualify for the playoffs, which is always the goal. A lot of things they can work on. Consistency didn't seem like it was quite there for them.
Right, and the coach talked about execution, and it just wasn't really happening there throughout most of the games. You said consistency. And he stressed that, getting back to, I guess, their identity and trying to be very consistent, and they really need to work on a lot going forward.
And on the other side, Pawling, a team that on the season is just they fall to 500 at 5-5. Just a game for them where they fought back and they can be confident with that, but in the end, in the fourth quarter, it really kind of fell apart for them.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. I mean, the beginning of the fourth quarter, they had the deficit down to 4, and they were just right there in striking distance, and all of a sudden, they just couldn't buy a shot. Couldn't put the ball in the ocean, and it's a shame. But it shows that they can stick it up and play good, hard basketball with teams that are in Section 1. So they shouldn't be counted out in the playoff hunt.
All right, that'll do it for us here on LMC Varsity Sports today. The executive director of LMC TV is Matt Sullivan. The assistant director is Dina Schumacher. And the community sports producer is me, Rob Moretti. Camera crew on today's game, Jeff Radow, Francisco Farisi, and Sean Kelly. One more time, alongside Nick Gutierrez. I'm Rob Moretti saying thanks for watching, and stay tuned, Panther fans. The girls team makes their varsity debut, varsity sports debut on LMC TV next as they host KO following this game.